First of all, it's an honor to be here. And as Alan walked up, the CEO of the Spartanburg Chamber, I immediately felt a little bit underdressed. Obviously, the Chamber at Spartanburg looks a lot sharper than the folks do at the State Chamber. But, it's an honor to be here. And one of the things I'm passionate about is small businesses. And I really believe that small businesses are really sort of the heartbeat of business in South Carolina. And I don't think people realize the impact that they have. So I thought I'd just give you a few stats. 96.9% of business in South Carolina is small business. There are 384,000 small businesses in South Carolina. Those businesses employ 743,000 South Carolinians. That make up 46.9% of our entire workforce across the state. In addition to employment, they also create a lot of new jobs. Last year, small businesses created 18,000 net new jobs. In 2014, 57,000 loans were given at a value of $850 million through the Community Reinvestment Account Act to small businesses in South Carolina. So South Carolina, small businesses truly are the heartbeat. Now I will say, there's a lot of people that open up small businesses. In second quarter of 2014, there were 2,515 small businesses that started. In second quarter of 2014, there were 2,534 small businesses that shut down. The reason I use that quarter, that's actually the last quarter that we have data. So one of the things I wanted to just briefly talk about is, so what does it take to be successful in a small business? Because there's a lot of small businesses that fail. There's actually a lot more that fail than actually succeed. And I think the first thing is, it starts with a really great business plan. You have to really understand your market, and you have to have a plan that's not just off gut. You don't make this type of investment that the dudes have made off a gut. Hey, I think we should put a car wash here. It starts with a great business plan. There's also a lot of small business owners that are maybe good at managing their business, but you have to be great at not just managing your business, but the one thing I think a lot of small business owners forget is that you have to be a leader. And you actually have to lead the people that are in your business. I see a lot of these red polo shirts, and that tells me, these people also, they're great employees, but they also have to have great leadership. You also have to have an entrepreneurial spirit, which means you got to take some risks. But I think the difference is, in a successful business, small business, is you have to take calculated risks versus careless risk. And I think also with risk, you have to have a little swagger, to be willing to take that risk and make that investment. I think the other thing too in a business like this, as I walk up, it's really about service. It's about the customer. And that as soon as those doors open till they close, it's really all about that customer mentality. And I think the other thing too in small business, it's about resiliency, because Marty said, hey, this past weekend was great. Not every weekend is great in a small business. Not every quarter is great. And when the economy turns down, there's a lot of small businesses that don't know how to work through the adversity. And then lastly, is you got to have this incredible connection to your community. And I think there's a different relationship that a small business owner has and with the connection to the community than maybe the CEO or the owners at Milliken. Because I think in a small business, in the community, this business is your identity. So people look at this car wash and they think, Whatta Wash, that's Marty and Diane do. So that means you guys better have really clean cars. Yeah. But I would tell you, standing here and I'm looking at this and I think, wow, this is very impressive. And what's impressive about it is that this is not the first time they've done this. This is actually the second time that they've done this. They figured out how to replicate that success. And I would say that out of all those qualities I listed, because I know Marty and Diane, I can say with confidence, they have what it takes to be successful. So as a friend and on behalf of the South Carolina Chamber, I just want to say congratulations. You guys should be incredibly proud.
Well, I'm Alan Smith, President and CEO of Spartanburg Area Chamber of Commerce. John, I want to thank you for those remarks regarding the suit. They always say that people draw their first impression of you within the first 60 seconds. I just figured that I'm going to screw up 45 seconds, so why not own the first 15 seconds with a nice suit and tie? But, Spartanburg in general is experiencing tremendous success. $3.2 billion invested in this community since January 1st, 2014. That's 58% of the total investment in the upstate. That is nearly 30% of the investment in the state of South Carolina over that same time period. Since January 1st, 2013, more than $100 million has been invested in downtown Spartanburg. 64 of those small businesses you mentioned, 64 businesses have opened in downtown Spartanburg. And today's like today really exemplify where we are as a community. There is so much momentum here, and as John mentioned, you don't locate a business in any community based on gut. You base it on data. You run pro formas. You figure out where you can be successful. And because we've got the right leadership at this city right now, the right leadership at the county, I'd hope folks would say we have the right leadership at the chamber. Spartanburg is the right place to do business. And you indicate that today with your investment. Friday evening, my wife gently mentioned to me that her car looked like crap and that I needed to take care of it. So Saturday I came here and just was in awe of what you put together. You're greeted by a professional person right out of the gate to take you through the steps, show you the procedures, how it works here, some ways in which you can spend extra money if you want to. But she was fantastic. And as you said before, your reputation is tied to that, but it's also tied to each of the professionals that are here in these red shirts today. So we appreciate what you're bringing to Spartanburg. We appreciate your investment in Spartanburg. And I want you to know, on behalf of our 1,000 members, on behalf of our organization, we are here to make sure that you're not only successful today, tomorrow, this month, but next year and decades to come. So thank you so much.
Okay, I just have a few more things I want to say, but I want to invite my husband, I want to invite my lifelong friend, Andrea and Kurt, who also happen to be partners with us, and any Whatta Wash employees that are here. If you all will just kind of come and let's just kind of encircle together. And the reason I invite them up here is because what I have to say, it comes from all of us. Okay, we are a team. We are very excited to be here on the east side of Spartanburg. And thanks again to so many who have inspired us and supported us along the way. We want you to know that we are just not an ordinary car wash, that we are indeed much more. In planning this structure and this business model, we have paid very close attention to detail because we believe that details make the difference. We have brought you some of the most advanced technology and state-of-the-art equipment in the nation. And we have combined that with advanced chemistry in our environmentally friendly solutions and detergents to provide you with the cleanest and the shiniest car and the best car wash experience so that when you come here, you can just enjoy the ride. Our detail is noted from the inside out. First of all, our building, the structure of our building. I mean, it's gorgeous, okay? We want Spartanburg to be proud of us and to not just drive by a sore site car wash. Our innovations, applications in the tunnel that will safely and effectively clean your car. Our advanced water reclaim system that allows us to recycle up to 80% of our water, therefore making us environmentally responsible business. We also have to be members of the International Car Wash Association and Water Savers Group. We have a reverse osmosis technology that removes minerals from the water to give everyone a spot-free rinse. Again, just a few ways that details do make the difference. But another reason that we are not just an ordinary car wash is that we are family-owned, and we operate with a foundation of Christian principles of honesty, integrity, respect, and kindness for all. We demonstrate this in how we treat our employees, and they in turn demonstrate in how they treat the customers, who are our primary asset. We don't feel like you have to be a big company like a Hobby Lobby or a Chick-fil-A, nor do we believe we have to have a big message. We simply want to demonstrate our small actions in ways, but with great love. It happens to be a small twist on a famous quote from Mother Teresa. These are just some of the ways that we will be demonstrating our social responsibility within the community. So whenever you hear Whatta Wash come up in the community, or you hear somebody talk about a car wash, we want you to remember that we are not just a car wash and that we intend on being more than that. I think the next thing we're going to do is do our ribbon cutting, and following that, we're going to invite everybody in where it's cooler. We've got some food here from Cribs today. Grab yourself a plate, and then we're going to take you on a brief tour through our pump room. We've got the experts on hand today to talk about how we recycle our water, to talk about our solutions that we use that are environmentally friendly. And then after that, we want everybody to grab your cars, not sure where you're parked, if you're in the parking lot or if you're out in the Walmart parking lot, we'll reopen the gate. But we invite everybody to get in your cars and come through, and we're going to treat you all to the Sparkle Special, okay?
Oh, they're gonna push.
Yeah, I can't see him. There we go. All right. Smile at me. All right, let's cut. Let's cut?
Yep.
Woo!